Okay, so all-out declaration of war in this chapter of Boku no Hero Academia. The Liberation Army has actually come and just like basically said to the League of Villains, like, post up, like, what's going on? Like, what's up? So it's kind of funny because Shiraki, like, it's crazy. At first, I was thinking, wait, this is like bad timing. This is such bad timing. But if you think about it, it's actually really good in the sense, like, they've been fighting for a month and a half. So the League of Villains, they've been tied up. They've been, they've been really stretched in terms of their strength and their ability and what they can do. Because for a month and a half, Shigaraki and the League of Villains, they've still been trying to subdue Gigantio. So hey guys, what's up? How's it going, everybody? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to do a review discussion on Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 223. It's My Hero Academia. So yeah. Redestro, that's what he calls himself, the CEO of Detnarat. He calls himself Redestro, and I really like it because it's just like he's redestroying, like it's a come up again. And I think what's the craziest thing is he's basically said there's 115,000 of us that these people have signed up, and whenever he wants, when he calls it, like, they can just take over. So basically they can take over Japan. Like, this is actually big in terms of what we've seen so far in this series. Like, this is the biggest threat in my opinion so far. I'm just trying to get the page. What does it say? Yeah, so it says 116,516 soldiers are already lying in wait, ready to rise to action at a moment's notice. So basically the Superpower Liberation Army, if you're still a bit hazy in what they actually are and what they believe by, they just basically believe in, like, emancipation of powers, and that's everyone in a superhero society where there's quirks. They believe that there should be no restrictions. I can do what I want. It's part of me. I don't need to do this in a certain way. I don't need to have to restrict my own self. So they just want chaos. And basically his point is the League of Villains, they're getting a lot of traction and like fame, and he wants them down. He just wants him. It just wants him, basically. The super power liberation. They just want to be the only skyscraper in the city, which is kind of cool. But like this revolution which is coming, I said this from time. Like, I remember ages ago that in Boku no Hero there's going to be one defining moment, and people thought it was going to be All Might's death. People thought it was going to be the All Might versus All for One. In my opinion, there's going to be one moment where something happens, and it's gonna just like flip society on its head, because the villains there, they've done a lot of stuff. They've put fear into the civilians and all that kind of stuff, but there hasn't been a big cataclysmic event where the heroes have realized we've lost all peace, we've lost all safety, we've lost all assurance, kind of thing. And I feel like this is it, because imagine, like, he's just like, let's go, and then like 115,000 people just rise up. So if you think about it, this is it's like what we've been waiting for, and I feel like Horikoshi's been building this up for time. I'm so excited to see what he's actually gonna do with this arc, because I'm just like, and it's funny that Shigaraki even says like, oh, what's with all you old timers coming back again? And it's like they look down upon the Yakuza, like, in a sense, because they were quite small, but this is on a whole nother scale in my opinion. So yeah, basically this is the ultimatum. They're coming. It's either the League of Villains comes and fight them, or the League of Villains wait and they basically expose the League of Villains to the police and the authorities. So they managed to restore the file from Giran. Now, I thought Giran was dead, but actually no. And I think I even said in my review, it didn't make sense for him to be dead because he just has so much information. So it wouldn't have been smart from Redestro's point of view. So what they did was actually try and torture him to get information out. But obviously Duran's a real one. It didn't happen. Imagine just like taking out those, that, no, that's painful. As in, like, just literally taking his fingers off. And then putting it all over the city. That was basically it was a move. It was a move. It was a sign as well to the League of Villains, because it was everywhere where they've been and where they've done something as well. They did it with All Might statues, they did it where Endeavor first is high end, and so forth. So it's really, really crazy to just like the confidence that they had. I was just like, damn. And what was I gonna say? Damn. Yes. No, flipping out. I forgot. Okay. But yeah, so Duran, obviously, yeah, that was what I was gonna say. So they managed to obviously restore the files of Duran, and they now know everyone's identity, like their whereabouts, all the information of them. So this actually puts them into the upper hand. Basically, they can do what they want right now. There is no, and what's interesting in this arc is there's no need for like their plan is can basically be enacted right now. Or their only obstacle, and technically it's not even an obstacle, but they're just doing it because for this revolution to come, they want like their doctrine. It seems like they're so indoctrinated, like they can be no one else. It just has to be them to spearhead this. And obviously the League of Villains is rising up in the ranks of just villain society. Reed Destro's just like, yeah, no, they gotta go down. It can only be us, kind of thing. So that basically they can go, and I feel like the heroes are gonna be unbelievably overwhelmed. Imagine there's 115,000 of them, and we see this page, and it's people all up within the society. So that's like a hidden society. It's very cultish to an extent. We have people of massive companies. I love how they did a Shueisha executive director. That's kind of cool. So like all these, even a political leader. So this book, his doctrine, you could say, his ideology is seeped through every part of society, and it's really, really intriguing because I'm waiting for the reveal of the super, because they're not revealed to the public yet. So when they actually come out, I'm intrigued to see, are there going to be any characters that we know that follow this? Because that's going to be really, really, really interesting. Because remember during the Stain arc, people were beginning to think like, he does have a point though. Like, obviously they didn't agree with it, but they were like, kind of thing. People like Kaminari, and others as well, and obviously like the villains that join the League of Villains kind of thing. So yeah, other than that though, I really want to talk about my boy Shigaraki. Now Shigaraki comes in this chapter, and he's basically been fighting non-stop Gigantio for a month, and it's really, really cool now that he's always had a dream and a plan, but when I was reading this chapter, I really got Deku. Like, I really got vibes of Deku in the sense of, Deku's running towards something, he's got a purpose, he's attaining, and it's now awesome to see that Shigaraki has the same thing, and he's actually trying to prove something to people. Deku always had people to prove to, All Might, his family, even people watching him kind of thing. Now Shigaraki's got the same as well. Shigaraki needs to prove his worth to the Doctor, to Giganto as well. That's why he's been fighting him for a month and a half, and it's really, really cool throughout this whole time. Obviously, he hasn't won yet, but he's been smiling, and it's just been amazing. That's why I really love the way that this chapter started, and I love that they have been fighting for a month and a half kind of thing, because it shows you, one, Giganto is flipping strong, but it also shows you that nothing's gonna come easy for them. So like, then just especially because of Shigaraki, like his mentor was all for one, so you think he'd get the silver spoon for everything, but like no, that's not how it's going down. So yeah, I'm really, really intrigued. The guy only sleeps for 3 hours, and they even have a break. But I felt like when I was reading chapter the way that I got the vibe was that even then, Shigaraki wasn't sleeping in that like 3 months, 3 hours kind of thing. So that is really, 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 really crazy. But yeah, so we've kind of get a little bit of information on Giganto. When he fights, he gets larger. So yeah, he must have a size modification kind of quirk. He's got heightened senses. So obviously that's probably with the strength and like, stamina and all that kind of stuff. And he's basically only targeting Shigaraki. So after this, and if Shigaraki subdues the guy, like this guy is gonna be like unbelievably loyal to Shigaraki. He's going to be Shigaraki's right hand man, and I can't wait. It's going to be so awesome. And we even get a little bit of just like a little bit of coverage on what's his name, Spinner, and damn, Higo, no, what's her name? How can I forget? Wow, my goodness, how can I forget her name? I remember, I know it anyway, but like her as well. So it's kind of crazy to think about it, because I'm really liking the coverage that we have on Spinner. You're still alive tomorrow. Yeah, because Spinner is really, really intriguing. He's like at a crossroads in the sense, like nothing that we're doing is close to Stain anymore. And it's a valid point. Like these people got brought along because of Stain. So if the influences and impacts and the patterns and trends that was followed by Stain is not being reproduced, why are they even there anymore? So it's just like Spinner, he's realizing now that if he needs to stay here, he needs to attach onto something, and that has to be Shigaraki's creed or his goal. And it seems like Shigaraki's beginning to get one now, because it says that gaze, it looks like that of a young boy chasing his dreams. So yeah, this chapter was really, really awesome. Even last week, to be honest. Like, just the fact that Shigaraki's backstory, he may have a little sister. He even has amnesia to an extent, or like a lot of his memories are kind of blacked out. We don't know if that's by tampering or influenced by the Doctor, or for one, I wouldn't be surprised. I think there's a little bit of, what's the word? I think they've done stuff, but yeah, we'll see in the future kind of chapters. Guys, that's enough for me. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen next week? Like, what do you think Shigaraki's going to do? Is he going to be like... Because this is also a question of maturity as well, in my opinion. And what he does, obviously, because now he's the leader, like, he's juggling, he needs to subdue Gigantio kind of thing, but he also needs to fight this. And, like, yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Peace out, goodbye.